A sad piece of news shook the hockey world this Tuesday, and Toronto Maple Leafs fans felt the impact. The team officially announced the passing of former goaltender Mark Laforest at the age of 62. Known as Trees within the league, Laforest left his mark on the sport and will be remembered by many, but his story goes far beyond that. His journey is an example of dedication and passion for hockey, and today we will revisit the moments that made him a respected name both on and off the ice. Born in Welland, Ontario, Mark Laforest had a unique journey in the NHL. He was never drafted, but that didn't stop him from building a solid career. He began his professional journey with the Detroit Red Wings, moved on to the Philadelphia Flyers, and eventually defended the net for the Toronto Maple Leafs. His last appearance in the league came in the 1993-94 season, playing for the Ottawa Senators. Even though he wasn't a top-tier star, his resilience and hard work were key to his longevity in professional hockey. During the 1989-90 season, Laforest played 27 games with Maple Leafs, just one game shy of his personal record, which he had set 5 years earlier with Detroit. During this time, he shared goaltending duties with Jeffries while backing up Alan Bester. Every game was a battle, and Laforest always gave his all whenever he had the opportunity to be on the ice. His competitive spirit and dedication to the team made him a player admired by both teammates and opponents alike. His professional hockey career spanned 15 years, including stints in the NHL, AHL, and the now-defunct International Hockey League, IHL. Among his achievements was winning the Calder Cup while playing in the AHL for the Adirondack Red Wings. In total, Laforest played 103 games in the NHL, recording 25 wins, 54 losses, and 4 ties. These numbers tell only part of his story, as his true impact was felt in the locker room and in the influence he had on younger players who crossed his path. Beyond his performance on the ice, Laforest was a respected figure off it. His charismatic personality and commitment to the sport made him a beloved name among fans and teammates. He was known for his dedication to training, his impeccable work ethic, and his ability to encourage and motivate those around him. Many players who had the chance to play alongside him highlight the importance of his example and the way he helped build a positive environment within the teams he played for. Before we continue, a quick request. If you love hockey and want to stay updated on the sport's biggest stories and news, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This helps us a lot in continuing to bring content like this to you. And if you want to support our work even more, share this video with other hockey fans. Mark Laforest may have left us, but his legacy remains alive among fans and those who followed his journey in the sport. His story serves as an inspiration to many, proving that determination and passion can take a player far beyond expectations. Our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and admirers of this great goaltender. May his story continue to be remembered and celebrated by all who love hockey. The Toronto Maple Leafs are facing a dilemma that could completely change the franchise's future. The Mitch Marner trade talks caught many by surprise, but what no one expected was this twist. It wasn't Marner waiting on the Leafs. It was the Leafs waiting on Marner. But why? And more importantly, what happens if he decides not to stay? This could be a nightmare for Toronto's management, which is already starting to outline a possible plan B. But what would that plan be? How will the Leafs handle the future without one of their biggest stars? Hold on, because there's a key detail that could change everything. By the way, if you enjoy analyses like this and want to stay up to date with all the latest NHL news, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This helps us a lot in bringing you exclusive content. Now, let's get back to the bombshell that could shake the Leafs. As things stand, Toronto is set for next season with a salary cap of $95.5 million. But there are still crucial gaps to fill, especially 2 elite forwards for the top 6, including a center. The big question is, with Marner possibly out, what will happen to John Tavares? Will he stay? Or is it time to find a replacement? If Tavares leaves, Matt Duchene emerges as an interesting option. He's younger, faster, and still playing at a high level with 28 goals and 74 points this season. But would he be willing to take a discount to play near his hometown? Another option could be Brock Nelson, but rumors suggest he may prefer to stay in the U.S. There's also Michael Granlund, though his playing style might not fit the Leaf system. And what if the Leafs decide to invest in free agency? Nikolai Ehlers and Brock Boeser are on their radar, but the competition will be intense and the price tags will be steep. Would it be wise to spend big now or save cap space for 2026 when superstars like Jack Eichel, Artemi Panarin, and even Connor McDavid could hit the market? At first glance, losing Marner might seem like a disaster, but it actually creates room for strategic moves that could make the Leafs even more competitive. Everything will depend on the front office's decisions in the coming months. So what's the best path for Toronto? Keep Tavares and make targeted roster upgrades? Or go for a bigger rebuild? Already thinking ahead to 2026? Now, let's dive even deeper into this analysis and examine other crucial aspects of the saga. One of the Leafs' biggest concerns is balancing a competitive roster now with a solid long-term plan. Marner is a rare talent, a player who can impact the game both offensively and defensively. But is Toronto willing to pay the price he'll demand to stay? Another major factor in this decision is the financial impact. The NHL salary cap is rising, but the Leafs are already under financial pressure. If Marner leaves, they could redistribute resources and strengthen multiple areas of the team. However, losing a player of his caliber is never easy, and any mistakes in replacing him could be costly. There's also an emotional factor involved. Marner is one of the faces of the franchise and a fan favorite. His departure wouldn't just disrupt the team's tactical structure. It could also spark discontent among the fan base. The Leafs management needs to find the right balance in this equation. And let's not forget how this would affect Austin Matthews and William Nylander. If Marner leaves, Matthews could lose one of his most effective line mates, which might impact the team's offensive chemistry. On the other hand, Nylander could take on a bigger role, stepping up as an even more decisive player. At the end of the day, this saga still has many chapters left to unfold. Marner's future remains uncertain, and the Leafs must make a strategic decision that could shape the franchise for years to come. Do you think Toronto should do everything possible to keep Marner? Or would it be better to go in a new direction and reshape the roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on the Leafs' potential moves, don't leave the channel. Another video is already waiting for you with more hot rumors and in-depth analysis.